Hello, 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 and welcome, welcome, welcome. Super excited to be here with you tonight on this amazing, amazing Tuesday night. Happy, happy Tuesday on November 21st, 2023. I am so excited to be here with all of you. I'm going to take 1 minute just to check in and make sure I am streaming where I need to be streaming. And then we're going to dive into this amazing, amazing conversation that's going to take place this evening. So I'm just going to check in on Twitter. Has anybody else noticed that Twitter has changed its name to X? Or is that just me? Because I don't know. That just seems to be what it is. I don't know. Let's see if that is the case. Let's see if I can find me. I don't know. Am I streaming? I have no idea. Cannot seem to find me. Where am I? All right, so I am streaming live on Twitter. So if you are watching, please go ahead and hit that little heart. And I'm going to go over to my YouTube channel and check out who's there with me, hanging out. If you are there, feel free to go ahead and hit the comments. There we are, live and well as well. To go ahead. Oops. So if you have not subscribed yet to the channel, please go ahead and do so. Let's help my channel grow. I'd appreciate that very much. And then I'm going to go and land on Facebook, which is where I usually stay and answer comments when they show up. So again, I would love for you to come and join me. Let's see. Where are we? All right. There we are as it strolls through. So come join me, come join me, come join me as I am live. So I'm all done checking in, making sure I am where I need to be. And I'm just going to share this out so everybody knows that I am here. We are live. I think that's how we do this. You would think by now I know how to do this, right? There we go. Let's share it out. Come on, come all. Come on. Come all. It's always nice to share, 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 share. All right, so there we have it. So for those of you who may not know who I am, where is my cards? They're hiding. The guest of my show is hiding my cards. All right, so again, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy, happy Tuesday on November 21st, 2023. For those of you who are watching for the very first time and may not know who I am, Joanne Angel Barry Colon, your holistic integrative teacher and card creator and reader. And this is the actual deck that I read from. I am super excited to be here with you. And a little bio of me as well. I'm a licensed holistic personal trainer, published author, Reiki master. As mentioned, card creator. I'm a host, and there's so much more to me as well. But we're going to leave it at that for now. So how are you all doing? What are you up to? Are you all getting ready for those who are celebrating Thanksgiving? Are you getting ready for Thanksgiving? Or some of you already putting up your holiday decorations? Where are you in that journey right now is the question. I am here celebrating with you, enjoying this amazing evening as we're in this amazing portal. Now, if you're not familiar to what a portal is, very briefly, a portal is what I like to call a cosmic doorway that allows us to connect with spirit and the humans at a very easier pace. The veil is so thin in this portal, and we are in this portal for the entire duration of the month of November. As when you look at the number 11, that's a portal in itself. It's the master healer. Knowing that you are here to be the master healer, you are mastering the process of healing your deepest, deepest wounds, whatever they may be. In addition to all these cues we have in this state as well, which is about partnerships, relationships with yourself, with others, with spirit, and all the different versions of who you are. The version of your younger self as a child, the version of who you are right now, and of course the version of who you are working to become. Because we are a work in progress, I like to say. Every single day we are transforming and peeling layers of ourselves that no longer serve as we become this different version of who we are. So all these amazing cues that we have going on this 11/21/2023 energy. So let's just talk about this energy just for a second for today as we get ready to step into the sun shifting out of Scorpio season, which is all about the transformations that many of us have gone through. And I like to say, and if you can, raise your hand if you agree, has this been a challenging month for you in regards to Scorpio season? Let me know. I'm just going to holler some folks in to see who's around. I know that some of you might actually be in the process of having some dinner, but it's always nice to check out who is around. So I'm just going to holler some folks who might be able to come join me before I dive into this intense conversation. Just hollering just a few people who might be around. I'd love to have an audience. All right, and anybody else who pops in, that would be great as well. So like I was saying, raise your hand if you felt the energy of the Scorpio season of this grand transformation. Every one of us has experienced some form of transformation, some form of transitioning out of something and preparing ourselves for something new, which is what a transformation is really about. It's transforming into a different version, transforming into a different chapter, transforming into this whole new entity of wherever it is you're going. So lots of completions are taking place. Lots of new beginnings are happening. Transitionings are happening. Where are you in your chapter right now? Are you in a process of ending something? Are you in the middle of something? Or are you starting something? Because we're all somewhere on that wave. Some of us are in this calm space, and some of us are literally trying to hold on to the wave that we're going through, and that's okay. That's all right. Understand that, yes, Scorpio was about the transformation. As we prepare, as the sun prepares as of tomorrow, and I did not write down the date, the time that the sun enters Sagittarius energy, but you know that it does enter Sagittarius energy on the 22nd. We'll talk about that number in just a hot minute. But do know that as we move into that Sagittarius energy, it is, think of it as this bubble of joy. And you're going to get to pop those bubbles to bring in the joy into your life. Remember that you are the creator to your experiences. And you can choose to hold on to whatever energy you want to choose besides the joy. If you're choosing not to want to live in joy and be joyful and smile and just feel this energy bopping around, or you want to feel something else, it's your choice. Whatever you decide is the right way to go. I don't know why anybody wouldn't want to live in joy, wouldn't want to pop those bubbles so the joy could be pulled in. I know I do. So when we think about this date, as of tomorrow, the 22nd of November, think about that date, 11/22/2023. There's a lot of energy going on in that date, in addition to the sun entering Sagittarius. Now, Sagittarius is a fire sign. This is about your truth telling. This is about your dream state, traveling, and so perfectly aligned that many people will be traveling during this season, whether it's traveling to see family for holidays or just traveling in general. You're definitely going to be packing a bag to go someplace during the season. So when we think about just traveling in our dream state, pay attention to your dreams, because this is definitely a positive time for dreams to be popping up. I like to encourage you to keep pen and paper by your bedside and jot down anything that comes to your mind the first thing in the morning before you do anything. Even before you get out of bed, jot it down. Even if it means you don't know what the hell you're jotting down, come back to it later to evaluate what it was that you probably written down. Those dreams are going to give you insight. They're messages that come through. In fact, sharing a really quick one for me, this morning, my alarm clock went off at 6:45, turned it off, got up, went to the bathroom, came back, laid back down, noticed that I got a call at 5:20 a.m., and there was no message, so I just left it be. And then shortly afterwards, as I was rolling over to fall back to sleep for another 15 minutes, give and take, all of a sudden I heard this voice from the far right of my room by my doorway, a man's voice stating, "Justify." And I right away just listened and said, "What? Who's that voice?" And I knew I was the only one in the house. And I did turn to look to see if I can visually see the spirit who's speaking to me. I'm still in the process of evaluating what all that means. So just like you, I too listen to whatever messages that come through, and sometimes they're not always 100% clear what it actually means, what's the message behind. So sometimes we do need to sit quietly and connect with whomever the message came from. So, of course, I suggest you do the same. So when we think about the Sagittarius energy, again, it is a fire energy. The Scorpio energy was water, so it was more of an emotional ride. This is going to be fire. This is going to be like action, 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 lighting the fire within you to do something. And that's that truth telling, speaking the truth. Being truthful to yourself is really the biggest key here. It's about being truthful to yourself. Stop telling some stories just so you can fit in. Allow yourself to be transparent. And as you are more truthful to yourself, you'll then find yourself being more truthful to others as well. And as I've said, this is about definitely traveling in your sleep state and your awake state as well. It's higher wisdom, higher learning, coming away so much from your ego and letting go of the habits, beliefs, and programmings that you may very well be familiar with or comfortable by doing. This might be a really perfect time to let go of that energy so you can be in that higher wisdom and connecting with your higher consciousness. A very, 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 very important thing to do. My phone happens to have died. I happen to have frozen. Anyway, I think. Anyhow, yeah. Am I frozen, people? Can you see me? Let me see if I'm frozen. I don't look frozen on my end, but that doesn't mean I'm not frozen. So let's find out if I am or not. Let's see what's going on here. All right, so yeah, I'm not frozen on my end. Hello there, Anne. How are you? Nice to see you here with me this evening. Again, Anne, we are going to be chatting about Sagittarius energy. I do happen to know that your sun energy is in Gemini, which is the opposition of Sagittarius. So for you, this could be a quite interesting season for you, being that your sun energy is Gemini. So hold on to your hat, and I will definitely be reading some insight based on what that means for Geminis, as I will be doing for all the zodiac signs. But before I dive into that, I also want to talk about the energy that the sun is moving into on the 22nd, which is reminding you all that, again, that 11 is about being the master, healing yourself. That 22 is about being the master builder. You are building something differently than you've ever built before. You're seeing things differently. You're hearing things differently. You're moving in your body in a different way as well. So pay attention to that energy on the 22nd, which is tomorrow. The overall energy for tomorrow, when we think about it, shows out to be a 4. So this is about the foundation. This is about the structure. This is about stability. This is about bringing that balance into your energy field, utilizing this joy that's definitely going to come through and help you through this time. So it is a really powerful time. In addition to the sun entering Sagittarius on the 22nd, 2 days later, Mars, again, another fire planet, Mars enters Sagittarius on the 24th, directly 2 days later. So then we will now have 3 planets sitting in Sagittarius. So we'll have currently we have Mercury. Mercury's been sitting in Sagittarius for quite some time. We'll be there until December 1st. Mercury is helping us speak into our truth and really get to that place of communicating, collaborating, being able to be honest. But do remember that not everybody really wants the honesty. So be delicate and kind while you are speaking to others. The most important person you want to be truthful to is yourself, though. That's the most important person you want to be truthful to. So as I've said, we have Mercury, we'll have the sun, and then we have Mars, all joining together in the Sagittarius energy. And I did not look at my charts to see where the moon will be during this time, but I'm sure there'll be some quite interesting conjunctions, trines, sextiles that are taking place, and even possibly some oppositions going on, depending on, again, during the time that Sagittarius, that the sun, Mercury, and Mars sits in Sagittarius, all that other stuff is taking place too. And if you want to learn more about that, feel free to email healingwithin76@gmail.com. I would be more than happy to sending you some information about the upcoming astrology class that will be taking place in the new year that you can definitely participate in and learn more about who you are on a soul level. That is the whole reason why I am so excited about sharing astrology with each and every one of you, because it helps you really take a deep dive into who you are. When you can understand your astrology chart, in addition to your numerology chart, you really can understand you, and it really acts as a GPS to help you go through your journey with a little bit more ease. It doesn't mean that you're not going to experience the challenges or the waves, so to speak. It just means you'll have the tools so you don't stay in it for too long. All right. So all that being said, I also want to bring to your attention when we talk about all this energy taking place, we still have Venus sitting in Libra, where it likes to be. It will be transitioning into Scorpio on December 4th. So circle that onto your calendar, because that is going to create some major transformations in our relationships as well. As Venus does sit in Libra, there's some balance taking place between our relationships, our bringing more balance into our beauty, so to speak, bringing more balance into our body. And when that starts to transition, there's going to be transformations taking place. So pay attention to that. And we have 2 planets that are going to get ready to go direct in December. And I just want to bring it up just so you can circle it on your calendar. Of course, I'll be coming back at a different time to talk more about them and give them individual attention as they so deserve. So Neptune, the planet of our spiritual awakening, spiritual transformation, higher learning, higher wisdom, which is actually the ruling sign of Sagittarius, by the way, that will be going, that planet, which is in Pisces, will be going direct on December 6th. And like I said, I'm going to have a whole different live about that when that happens. In addition, Jupiter, the planet of expansion, our spiritual gifts, and also our expansion and just the evolution that we experience with Jupiter, which is in Taurus right now, in retrograde. It's all about expanding our relationships, expanding our spiritual gifts as well. We'll be going direct on December 30th. So that itself will have a whole live where we'll be chatting about that as well and what that all means. Do keep in mind that when Jupiter is in retrograde, Jupiter's any sign, whether it's retrograde or not, that the whole process of Jupiter is about the expansion. It's not just the energy of all the things that we do around us, but it's also the energy of our bodies as well. So right now it's in Taurus. It's going to be moving into Gemini shortly after it goes direct. And that, again, for you Geminis, and I know if Anne is still watching, that's going to definitely have some connection with your body as well. And like I said, I'll talk more about that as we get closer to that point. What I like to do now is I would love to get my cards shuffled and start diving into our conversation regarding all 12 zodiac signs and what this means based on the sun being in Sagittarius. Now, of course, you know how this goes, and maybe you're new that you don't. Here's how we're going to play with this is look at your sun, moon, rising sign. And you're either going to have 3 different cards you're going to get to work with, which means possibly 3 different chakras that you'll have to work with as well. Those chakras are very much associated with your body as well, so there's always going to be work to do. Or maybe you're a triple threat, which means you have the same sign for sun, moon, and rising, which means you'll have 1 card to work with, and that means some intense stuff. Or perhaps maybe you have the sun and moon in the same sign and your ascending sign in a different sign, which means you'll have 2 cards to work with. But whatever the case is, the idea here is to make sure you're working on something. So here we go. We're going to start off with our Aries. So for you Aries, this is about travel. This is about letting go. This is about your transformation. This is about really learning who you are, higher learning for that matter. Hello there, Denise. For those of you who are tuning in with me live right now, if you happen to know your sun, moon, and rising sign, if you want to place that in the comments, I would love to know who you are by your sun, moon, and rising. Most of you know your sun sign, which is your birth sign. And if you are a little bit more astute and knowing your moon and ascending, I would love to know that too. So go ahead and jot that down in the comments. So we have our Aries energy. Again, this is about higher learning. This is about traveling. This is about letting go. So Sagittarius is going to highlight that. And for you, it's also about financial abundance. So think about that bubble of joy. Where else can we get more joy? Is financial abundance. Visualizing it, which is your third eye. Exercising your ability to see beyond what's in front of you. If you are constantly thinking you don't have enough in your bank account, this is a perfect time to start changing your mindset. Excuse me. Start changing your mindset and start visualizing more money in your bank account. Start visualizing that your paycheck is being increased. Your income is being increased. That 1-7 is that 8 energy. It's about letting go of the old ways that you think about money and start installing some new ways of thinking about money. Remember, this is about letting go of old habits. Excuse me. And that blue, that indigo energy is about your vision. So being able to visualize financial abundance. When thinking about visualizing financial abundance, what I like you to do is think about what it is you would do with the financial abundance. So if you suddenly got an increase in your income and you got the sudden $10,000 in your account, what are you doing with that $10,000? How are you utilizing it? How are you reinvesting it? Because remember, the whole concept of money is to make sure it's flowing. Excuse me. Making sure the money is flowing. If you're just going to stick the money in the bank account and not let it move, then that money is going to become stagnation. So let go of your old habits, start visualizing financial abundance, and see what happens. I love that. I love that for our Aries. Hello, Tammy. Nice of you to be here. So excited that you are here with me. For those of you who are just tuning in, please go ahead in the comments, write down your sun, and if you happen to know your moon and ascending sign, put that there too. I'm going to be moving into Taurus energy. So those of you who do carry a Taurus sun, moon, or rising, this card's going to be for you. This is about your transformation. Think of it as a transformation you just experienced during the Scorpio season. And now this is about bringing the higher wisdom, the intellect to this wisdom that you're going to have in reference to the transformation that you're experiencing. What I'm hearing for Taurus is like hot is what I'm hearing for Taurus. Also making note for you Taurus out there that again, you do have Jupiter and Uranus sitting in your sign, which is helping with the expansion and the awakening. So there is definitely a lot of old things flowing out, new things coming in, and a transformation occurring. How exciting is that? So let's see what cards for you. Oh, so interesting. Aries just had this, and now now Taurus has it. I always believe that when a card shows up twice or multiple times, it's not just for the sign that the card is reading for, but it's really a big message for every one of us. And when we think about that 8 energy that this card holds, it's also the energy we're moving into in 2024. 2024 carries the vibration of abundance, balance, harmony, infinity, the accomplishments, the success, the achievements. So that's where the financial abundance flows into play. So for you, Taurus, again, remember Uranus and Jupiter are sitting there next to you, helping you, supporting you become more awakened, expansive, and utilizing this amazing Sagittarius energy of higher wisdom. And perhaps maybe during this time, you may do some traveling in reference to that financial abundance showing up. Financial abundance may help you enhance your ability to travel, and there may be travel involved in order to get financial abundance, such as income, work that shows up based on traveling. So pay attention to that for our Taurus. I love that. As we move into our Gemini, so Anne, if you are still with me, this is for you. This is about your evolution. This is about your journey you are on. Even though, yes, when we talk about Sagittarius energy being a bubble of joy, and this is an exciting time of higher wisdom, higher consciousness, higher knowing, our dream state, traveling, it's also about an evolution. It's about seeking coming into the space of just wanting to know more and wanting to move out of the ego and really getting into that space of knowing things without knowing and using your spirit guides to guide you on your journey. So that's for Gemini. Let's see what card Gemini needs to work with. Now, the first two cards that showed up were related to indigo energy, the third eye. And I always like to connect an exercise or movement that one can do. So when we think about the head, if you're familiar with yoga, if you can go into, for those who have Aries and Taurus, if you can go into a child's pose, resting your forehead down on the floor, that's a really great way to activate your third eye energy. So now for our Geminis, let's see what card shows up with Shocker. All right, Geminis. I thought we were going to get the third eye again. But for the Geminis, we have Heart Chakra, which is about patience. And that makes a lot of sense because on your spiritual journey, exploring and wanting to bring more balance into that play between ego and wisdom and letting go of your habits and beliefs and programming, patience is definitely going to come into play here because as you go through your spiritual journey this season, you may go through that wave and then you may have calmness, wave and calmness. So be gentle on your heart, be kind, and also be kind to those around you because you don't really know where everybody is on their journey right now. So to activate your heart energy as an exercise, a very simple exercise to activate your heart energy is, as I always like to say, do some wall or counter push-ups. Where you literally just resting your hands on a counter, step back about maybe 6 steps back so you're on an angle, start with your arms straight out, and then just press into the counter and then push away. That's going to open up the chest in itself. So if for whatever the reasons are, your chest is feeling tight or maybe there's a little anxiousness because of the holiday season, whatever it is, it's a great way to get that heart to open. That 4 energy is about going home. Now, 4 is home. It's very much associated with the moon energy, which is ruled by is the ruler of Cancer. It's about being home, a perfect time to travel home, a perfect time to have more balance in home, which may require a lot more patience at this very moment. And for you Geminis out there that are the gift for giving, be patient when you are home and around family. Just show a lot of kindness and send out some love and some hugs to all your family members. Love that for us at our Gemini. Remember, Geminis, the opposition sign will be in the sun energy of Sagittarius. So that could be very helpful for you where things just flow with ease. And then at the same token, it may be a little bit of a challenge for you as well. Remembering that Neptune energy that's in Pisces, Neptune is the ruler to Sagittarius. So you do have a lot of support on your journey in regards to tapping into your spiritual intuition, your spiritual gifts, and tying up those loose ends. So use that for your highest good. All right, we move into our Cancers. So when we speak of Cancer, let's just talk a little bit about this Cancer energy we have for Cancers. As a water sign, this is about showing yourself some unconditional love, taking time to nurture yourself as well. And being that we are in the holiday season, so to speak, you may very well be wanting to be home more, wanting to be with family more, nurturing and taking care of them. Remember to take care of yourself as well. Be very mindful of resting. Be mindful of just nurturing your body. Moving your body when you feel the need to, but resting your body also. This is a great time for you at this time in reference to healing and nurturing and being around your family, and you love family. You love being connected with your family. So let's see what card for Cancers. I don't know, guys. You see me like shuffling these cards. The first 2 cards, we had the financial abundance show up. And now we had Gemini who had the patience card. And guess what Cancer has? Patience as well. So it's quite interesting. So this makes a lot of sense for Cancers as well, just as it does for Geminis, where with Cancer, where it is about nurturing and wanting to take care of yourself and wanting to take care of family members. Be patient with yourself and also be patient with your family as well. Not everybody enjoys the holiday season as much as somebody else does. So be kind, be patient, open your heart up just to allow yourself to be more open to whatever anyone's going to, but also protect your heart as well so you don't get overwhelmed by someone else's anxiety. Because this holiday season could be just that. It could be overwhelming for some. So patience is key. And just the same exercise that I did for Geminis, go ahead and try those counter push-ups. Opening up your heart so you can expand. So whatever might be going on in that heart energy, maybe you're feeling a little tightness in the heart, maybe you're having heart palpitations, maybe there's some adfib going on. Whatever it is, if you really allow your heart to activate, open and close, you'll expand it, and some of that may very well go away. So that's our Cancer energy. That 4 is about balance, balance, balance. So resting, moving, fueling, feeding. When I speak of fuel and feed, I say it as fueling your body so you can get the vitamins and minerals your body needs to do what it needs to do in the course of the day, whether that's looking at, watching something on a computer, writing an article, or moving your body. When I say feeding, feeding is about feeding the emotions that we have from our inner child to the person we are right now to who we are becoming. So that feeding is what can you do to be more playful in your feed? And eating the foods that make you happy, eating the foods that bring you joy, eating the foods that, whatever it is, that's that balance between the two. And there's a certain ratio of the fuel and feeding. How much feeding do we need? And it's very personalized. So bring that balance into play, you Cancers. I love that. We move into our Leos. Let's see if we can get a different card flow in here. So Leos, you're all about fun. You're all about wanting to do something different, adventure. So at Sagittarius season, this is definitely about traveling, getting out and having your freedom. So you're exactly where you want to be. So let's see what's in store for our Leos. This is a great time to get out there, go look at lights, go window shopping, go shopping, whatever it is you want to do, go do it. Build up. If you're a business person, entrepreneur, get things flowing in your business. Perfect card for Leos. We talked about business entrepreneurs, success. That's exactly this energy. So make sure you're doing something, change something up so you can bring more success in. Being a Leo sign, you're fire energy, so that Sagittarius is definitely going to be right there to support you as well. Remember, Mars is moving into Sagittarius on the 24th, so that's a lot of fire energy to get you moving and grooving. So shake it up. That energy is reminding you that if you're feeling a little sluggish or tired or bored, let it go. Move in, bust that bubble of joy and bring that on in. That yellow is about your solar plex energy, trusting where you are is where you need to be. There is no such thing as, well, I made a mistake or I shouldn't be here. Every place or anything we do and we do it is exactly what needs to be done because there's a reason behind it. So allow yourself to be in that space, let go of any doubt or should haves, and just move into that new energy of knowing that success is literally in your hands. So that solar plex is that belly energy. So I would definitely recommend to get some twisting going, whether you want to just do twisting movements or maybe do the twist. Do the twist. Shake things up a little bit so you can have more success during the Sagittarius energy. Love that for our Leos. Do we have any Leos in the house? Those who might be watching, are you a Leo? Let me know if there's a Leo in the house, whether you have sun, moon, or rising. I would love to know that. As we move into our Virgos. So Virgos, this is perfect time. This is about your career, your home, and and your body. That Sagittarius energy, organizing some quiet time so you can gain the wisdom that you like to gain, and then also organizing some fun time as well. You might be the one that creates the party at work based on the holiday party. What is going on for you? How do you bring that balance into play between work and home and your body as well? How do you want to bring more balance into your body? How do you want to reset your body system during this Sagittarius energy? So let's see what's in store for Virgos. After all, it's about balance, it's about home, it's about work, and it's about your body. Marriage. So when we speak of the word marriage, yes, it could definitely be about the marriage. It could be about bringing more balance into your marriage. Are you spending enough time with your partner? Are you setting up some date nights, movie nights, play nights, whatever it is, you want more balance. It's also about what you're married to, habits, beliefs, and programming. I always believe it's a great time, whether you want to use your anniversary date, whatever it is, to sit and evaluate, sit down and go over your beliefs, habits, and programmings that you have together and see if they're still aligned. And if not, maybe you can let those go and create some new ones. That 8-8 energy works out to be a 7 when we reduce it, it's 16. That 7 is about taking time to explore your spiritual journey with your partner, taking some time to explore your spiritual journey with yourself, taking some time to explore your spiritual journey at work. Where were you on your spiritual journey? Are you feeling the bubble of joy at your workplace, at home? And is that joy showing up in your body? Do you feel comfortable? Do you feel relaxed? Or do you feel uneasy? If uneasiness is showing up, again, work on releasing that energy. The crown here, this is about the higher wisdom. Now, there is no specific exercise that you can really do for your crown, other than, again, yoga-related exercises where you do like place your head on the floor to activate that. A really great way is just tapping on your head just to get that energy in your crown to move, to explore. So I would recommend doing a little bit of that just to get that going, especially if you might be feeling a little overwhelmed with all that's going on with holiday season. Well, season, whether you celebrate or not, you might be just feeling the energy outside as well. So bring more balance into your body. Tap it out, tap it out, tap it out, tap it out, tap it out. That's it. Tap it all out. Love that for our Virgos. All right, we move into our Libras. So for your Libras, again, note that Venus is still in your sign, and we also have the South Node in your sign as well. South Node is all about the past, what you handed off at. That Libra's energy is about the balance that you have. So depending on what your South Node is in, if you happen, again, have Sun, Moon, or Rising in Libra, maybe you also have your South Node in Libra. Or maybe you even have Venus in Libra. This is a perfect time to bring balance into play. Bring balance into play, communication, creation, collaboration, creativity. Those are keys here. Those are the 3 C's: communication, collaboration, creativity. Those are the 3 things so you can bring more balance into your life. You are all about balance. You want that harmony. You want that justification on things. You want to be in that space of evaluating and bringing things into center is what I'm hearing for Libras. So let's see for Libras, what do you need to know based on the Sagittarius energy? Let's see. This card showed up before as well for our Leos, and now it's showing up for our Libras. So we have a lot of repeating cards tonight. We had the financial abundance, which showed up for Aries and Taurus, and then we had patience for Geminis and Cancers, and now we have success, which showed up for Leos and now Libras. So that's really interesting. So for you Libras, yes, communication, collaboration, creativity. What do you want to do to collaborate? How can you collaborate so you can be more successful? That 8 energy is about the abundance that's going to show up in this season for you. Utilize the energy between the Sun, Mercury, and Mars to really bring that fire within so you can get things brewing up for you. Solar Plex energy is about trusting. Be trustful that you deserve to be successful. Be trustful that you deserve to be successful. Let go of any beliefs that you may have regarding having to work really, really hard to have success. Let go of that and transform into this collaborative state of mind. Know that as long as you wish and want to be in a collaborative state with others, you can have success that can happen for you. The exercise that I'm going to give for you Libras to do is to work into a plank exercise where you're just going to hold that plank for like 30 seconds just to really engage the core muscles, and then flip it over, lay on your back, elevate your legs off the floor about 1 inch, And just hold that to engage the core as well. So that's the solar plex energy for Libras. Love that. Scorpios. So Scorpio, this is about your relationships, your partnerships. After all, the sun is moving out of your sign. And before you know it, we'll have Venus that will be moving into your sign. So there'll definitely be some partnership and beauty and vanity going on with your money as well, and the relationships that you have with others. So playing the Sagittarius of wisdom and communication and allowing that action to take place. The word I'm hearing for you is call to action. Call to actions. This is a perfect time to start looking for your tribe, people that support you on your journey, people that push you to do more than you did the other day, people that celebrate you for your small and big wins, people that are going to put you in your place when you're wrong, because we need those people. We need the person that's going to say, hey, you were wrong. Admit to the fact, be truthful to yourself. And then, of course, you want that counsel, that person that's going to really push you past your limits to help you be a different version of yourself as you go. So those partnerships is what you want, those 5 people, those 5 connections. I think I have a little note here. Let me see if I can find it really quickly without taking up too much time on those 5 connections. I always write things down, but I don't always have them when I need them at the time. So let me see if I can find those connections. And if not right now, I can always come back later and find it. I don't seem to find it right now because I'm searching. I do find it. Here we go. So those 5 connections for you Scorpios, because this is about your partnerships. You want that confronter. Again, that's that person that's going to help you heal. You want that celebrator, the one that's going to help you celebrate the small and the big awards. The one, you want the counselor that's going to push you past your limitations. And of course, you want the confronter, the one that's going to kick you in your butt when you're not showing up, when you're wrong. And then finally, you want the challenger. The challenger is someone that encourages you to do the best that you can. So there's your 5 for you Scorpios. That's what you want. Let's see what's cards in store for you Scorpios. What card is in store for our Scorpios? Again, do I have any Scorpios in the house? Scorpios. Oh my God, this card is now showing up for the 3rd time. Patience. So that makes sense that for you Scorpios, it does make sense. If you're looking for your 5 people, and remember that you can have one person that does that all. They can wear multiple hats, but you got to be patient here. You got to be patient with yourself because you've just come out. The energy of the sun has just transformed for you at this time. You may still be in that transformation of still letting things go, but get ready to pop those bubbles so you can experience the joy. Be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself. You've just gone through this major transformation. So be patient. That 4 energy is reminding you that you could very well be feeling this in your body right now due to all the transformations that you've experienced. So be kind to yourself. Bring balance back into your mind, body, and spirit. Heart center, right here. Place your hand on your heart and think about all the things you are grateful for. The exercise I like for you Scorpios to do is to lay down on the floor. If you can, grab a bottle, 2 bottles of water bottles, or if you have weights, find a weight that challenges you. Lay flat on the floor, bend your knees, bring your arms out over your chest, and extend your arms out to open up your chest area, and then pull them back in. Do that for about 3 sets of 10, activating your heart center and be in gratitude while you do that, and be patient with yourself. Love that for our Scorpios. As we move into our Sagittarius, where the sun is going to be as of tomorrow, and we'll be celebrating those Sagittarius birthdays. This is a brand new time for you. This is new opportunities, new ways of walking, new leaderships, new doors are just going to bust open. And considering you do have so many other planets sitting and supporting you on this journey, such as Mercury and eventually Mars, so your sun sign and whatever other planet, whatever other planets you may have in Sagittarius, there's a lot of energy amplifying you right now. So you can be the best version of you, seeking your higher wisdom, being the truth teller, speaking it as it is without sugarcoating is what I'm hearing. Let's see what Sagittarius needs to work on so they can be more aligned with the bubble of joy. Now, do remember, and this is for everybody, in order to pop the bubble of joy, you have to be willing to do your work. If you're only going to see things where your glass is just half full and not full, you're never going to see the joy. So you have to see things differently. So one more shuffle for the Sagittarius energy. We got a different card, guys. So Sagittarius, this is about your creativity. This is your creativity. How are you creative? Now, I know for me today, I had a lot of fun. I did a Reels and a TikTok, and I did a dance routine, cardio dance routine for fun, where that was my way of having fun and to play. Don't know if you know this about me at all, but many, many years back, well, not too many years, I was a group fitness instructor. I did step classes, low impact, and all other type of classes as well. And it really allowed me to be in my creative flow. So what can you, Sagittarius, do to be in your creative flow? Perfect energy. Let's talk about that 6-6. First of all, that 6 energy represents the unconditional love that you need to have for yourself. Also to be kind and nurture your own mind, body, and spirit. That 6-6 is 12, which is a portal. That portal energy, which is about being the leader, but also being open to partnership as well. Because when we create, we want that leadership and partnership overall. Works out to be a 3, which is very much associated with that Gemini energy, which is your opposition sign, and also works out very well with Mercury's energy, which is about communication, creativity, learning, teaching, listening, self-expression, similar to the Gemini energy as well. So this is higher wisdom leading to major creativity. Solar plex energy is about trusting, being open to the abundance that surrounds you, but tap into your creativity so you can do just that. An exercise that I would like you to work on for your solar plexus, for your belly, so you can digest everything easily, is allowing yourself again, lay on the floor and hands behind your head very gently. Elevate those legs up and let's do some bicycles to get that rotation going, activating your core muscles and bringing some more creativity. And see what shows up for you. Love that for our Sagittarius. And happy birthday to all the Sagittarius out there. Love that, love that, love that. And remember, guys, on December 6th, Neptune will be going direct. It's currently in Pisces. Neptune is the ruling planet to Sagittarius. So that's going to be a lot of energy for Sagittarius at that time. That's not so far away. It's a little less than, 2 weeks away from now? I cannot believe that. All right, we move into our Capricorns. So Capricorn, there's always energy going on for you. We currently have Pluto still in your sign, still helping the structures out, transforming. And before we know it, Mercury is going to be entering Capricorn as well. That takes place on December 1st. So lots of work going on in reference to your achievements, your accomplishments. It's time to start tying up those loose ends, letting things go that's no longer serving your soul's purpose. That's what this is about. Stepping out of the old and stepping into the new, allowing yourself to experience the joy that the Sagittarius energy will bring to you. So it is about your higher consciousness. It is about tapping into your intuition, your psychic abilities, and tying those loose ends up. Pay attention to your dreams as well. That's going to be a big one for you. What messages are coming through in your dreams? Whether they're your nighttime dreams or you're sitting in a chair in the afternoon and dreaming, or even taking a walk and dreaming. So let's see what's in store for our Capricorns. All right, my cards are really starting to tell a story here because now I forget which card showed this. I think it was Leo's and Libra had this card before. Success for Capricorn. So that's quite interesting on how there's this rhythm going on here that theoretically I've already read pretty much 10 of the zodiac signs, and I think there's only been 4 different messages going on. From the very first card of abundance, the second card was patience, the third card is success, And there was one other card that was slightly different. I can't remember what that was just yet, but it will come back to me if it needs to. But here we have it for Capricorn success. And I know this card is really important for Capricorns because Capricorns do strive on working really hard. Capricorns strive really hard. Now, if you happen to have a Chiron moon in Capricorn, then you're striving really, really hard to get that success because no matter how much you work, in your mind, you're never working enough. So this is a message to all the Capricorns out there, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and even if you have your Chiron moon in Capricorn, know that definitely Sagittarius energy is bringing success in for you. This is a perfect time to really feel the magic that this energy has for you. The ending of November, moving into to December's energy. This is no longer about suffering. This is allowing yourself to experience success. Solar Plex energy is reminding you that to trust the process and let go of the old ways of thinking. That's that 8 energy. Let go of the old ways of thinking and allow yourself just to appreciate and admire the work that you do. That's that Sagittarius energy for you. So solar plex energy in reference to your success, in reference to exercise, similar exercise that I gave to the other sign. Let's do some bicycles to really shake up the solar plex energy so you get that moving and be able to digest the fact of that, yes, your hard work does pay off and success is definitely going to show up during the Sagittarius season. Love that for our Capricorns. Love that. All right, we have Aquarius. Yes, Aquarius. Take a breather. Take a breather. Because before we know it, hello there, Arlene, how are you? And Dustin, I think that's Dustin. Nice of you all to be here with me tonight. If you know your sun, moon, rising sign, put that in the comments, and I would love to know who's in the house. I am currently up to Aquarius energy, and I am reading insight for Sagittarius energy that we have coming in as of tomorrow. You'll definitely have to come back and watch on the replay if you happen to have any of your zodiac signs that I've already read for. So for your Aquarius, what's going on for Aquarius right now? Well, I believe it's at the end of January. I think it's January 30th. Pluto will be entering back into your sign, and it's going to be there for quite some time because when Pluto enters a sign, it stays there for over 20 years. But for right now, we have, where is Aquarius right now? Based on the planets, I don't even know at this very moment. That's very funny. Not sure offhand. But anyway, let's see what's in store for our Aquarius. This is about your community. This is about being the visionary. What can you visualize for this Sagittarius energy? The moon was just recently in your sign just about 2 days ago, and you had an opportunity to really explore your visions. Now that the sun is moving out of Scorpio and moving into Sagittarius, this is a perfect time for you to visualize, understand what your dreams are trying to tell you. Get to that place of the curiosity, connecting with your community, wanting to get to know your community. How I like to get to know my community is based on their signs. So when I meet somebody for the first time, yes, you could bet your lucky dollar that I'm asking them, hey, what's your birth sign? And do you happen to know your moon and ascending sign? That helps me to better understand who they are. It gets me to get to know them. And that's because I am an Aquarius moon. Interesting to be said. So for your Aquariuses out there, let's see what's in store for you. Let's see. Aquarius. We have a new card. Aquarius, this is about being a master teacher. Being a master teacher, seeing yourself as the master teacher, or even perhaps connecting with a master teacher. This could be a very great time for you to take up some sort of modality, learning something about yourself during the Sagittarius energy. After all, Sagittarius is about higher learning. So it could be a great time that you're reaching out to a mentor to learn something different, a modality. It can also be a time where you're stepping up into your modality and you're becoming the mentor. Either way, Know that that third eye energy, that indigo energy, is about the visionary. So exercise for you to do. Get down on the floor into child's pose and just very gently rest your head down to the floor if be. Or you can also do what I like to call the straddle position. If you need to use a yoga block so you can gently rest your head down onto something, allow your head to touch the floor or the yoga block just to get that third eye activated. You can also tap on it as well to get that third eye moving. That 3-8 is at 11 energy, reminding you that as we're still in November, and we still have that 11 vibration of being the master teacher, master healer. You are mastering in something. So pay attention to your visions, pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to your higher wisdom. Okay? And learning the difference between your ego and your higher wisdom. When you are being led by higher wisdom, it feels really good. When you are being led by your ego, it doesn't feel so good. So pay attention to that. So look out for your master teachers, or it's time for you to step into your master's role. Love that for Aquarius. All right, last but not least, we have our Pisces energy. And as said before, we do have Neptune and Saturn that are both in Pisces. Neptune will be going direct on December 6th, and Saturn has just recently gone direct. So there's lots of energy in Pisces right now, helping you to explore, set new boundaries, and re-transform your structure and your foundation and your soul's purpose. What does that look like for you? With this higher wisdom, you may be gaining some major insight. After all, as Pisces, you are the most intuitive sign there is. You carry all 12 zodiac signs' energy. So this is a powerful time for you. You are a water sign, and utilizing the Sagittarius fire energy to light you up and get you going in your soul's calling. You have a purpose. Step into it. Be with it. Let's see what's cards for you. Okay, our card for Pisces. Family. 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 So because it is about traveling, you may be traveling to go see some family. You may be in that space of just exploring all the things you've achieved and you've learned about your family during this Sagittarius season. 1-5 is 6. So that 6 energy is reminding you that there's some healing that's taking place. Come out of your ego. Move into your spiritual wisdom. You may be the person that might have to open your heart and just see people as being kind, loving individuals. Everyone is going through something, and I said this earlier. You have absolutely no idea if a person is just starting something, they're just starting into their spiritual journey. They may be right in the smack of the middle of it, or they may be just ending it. So should just show some kindness, compassion, and as you usually do, some unconditional love. Heart center, open up your heart. Open up your heart. Place your hands on your heart. Visualize your family members. Send them out love, love, love. And to activate your heart center, you can get yourself some dumbbells, place them in your hands, send them over, and open up that chest. Open up that chest, getting it all open so whatever's tight in here can expand for you Pisces. Love that. So there you have it. All 12 zodiac signs. Again, if you're watching this for the first time, whether you're watching with me on the live or you're watching on the replay, how this is working is you're looking at your sun, moon, and rising sign. And you're going to pay attention to whatever cards showed up for those signs. And if you happen to have three different signs for each one, then you're going to have 3 different cards, hopefully. Unless, of course, you've had one of those cards that showed up double times or triple times, and you may have the same card. That very rarely ever happens. That only happens if you're a triple threat. But, hey, never say never. So go back and watch. Take down some notes. See what colors showed up for your card. Do the exercises I suggested based on the color. And let me know how Sagittarius season goes for you. I would love to hear from you once Sagittarius season is over. You can email healingwithin76@gmail.com. And for those of you who are watching, connecting with me for the very first time and you would like to explore your natal chart, hold that thought. you would like to explore your natal chart, I would love to help you. You can go ahead and redeem a 15-minute complimentary self-growth discovery session to discover one thing on your natal chart, and I will send you my calendar link and get you on there, and you and I can have a beautiful conversation about that one thing on your chart so you can learn more about. For those of you who are interested in learning about astrology on a much deeper level where you can really understand who you are on a soul level, I will be starting an astrology class that's coming up in the new year. And you can learn more information by emailing healingwithin76@gmail.com. I'd like to say thank you so much for spending your night with me. If you happen to be watching this on the replay, thank you for spending your time here. If you are watching on YouTube, please do me a favor and go ahead and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Share this out to everyone you feel will benefit from this. After all, it is cosmic energy and it's based on your sun, moon, and rising sign. It is a general reading. It's not very personalized. If you would like a personalized reading, I do offer them. You can go and check out my website, which is www.holistic.fitness.ny. You can learn about all the services I do offer. I think I've talked a little bit too much today. Anyway, if you are celebrating Thanksgiving this week, enjoy, have a safe one, and if you're not, enjoy anyway. Until next time, I look forward to seeing everybody on the next live of the Cosmic Energy. Have a great night and a healthy, healthy, healthy rest of the week. Bye-bye for now.